At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked #1 in innovation for 10 consecutive years and #2 among public universities for employability. ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back the smile. Come and take these tears away. I need your arms to hold me now. The nights were so unkind. Bring back those nights when I held you beside me. One break my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Undry these tears I've cried so many nights. One break my heart. Reporting live from another bitch's business is Jada XD.
Shout out to Terry
The
Theory.
blackest show about nothing. We're your hosts, Jada XD, as the namesake of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back. What's going on with the goings on?
Welcome back. Nothing. Prepping for this move.
Yeah.
The ghetto.
The ghetto.
Talking about the ghetto.
Shout out to Curtis Mayfield. Yeah. And Donny Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
Yep. How was your week? What's going on?
Nigga, that was my week. I signed the lease today.
Hey! It's Liddy to Titty.
Sure is. So I signed the lease. I'm hyped for that. And now we about to just start really just getting busy with the decor.
Yeah.
And then try to do the big move in the next, week and a half. Exactly. You remember the last one?
Oh, I remember.
I'm trying to avoid that.
I remember.
Ooh, I remember these niggas were in my house and I just stood in the middle of my living room.
We were just like, it's okay, don't look,
I was like, y'all, I'm about to have a nervous breakdown right this very second, like right now. XD was like, just go to the room for a second, just go outside, smoke a blunt.
That's what Chris Rogers made me do when we were moving. He was like, don't look, just be. Because I was like, we have so much to do. There's so much stuff. Why isn't anything packed?
Yeah, that's for me now.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on? I am going to jail. Period.
Yeah, you are.
But yeah.
Especially with that wig.
Listen, all right, so if you guys didn't see early this week, if you didn't see earlier this week on Instagram Live, Noah decided to put me in drag.
Did.
Full on drag. I had glitter eyeshadow. I had a colored base.
Yeah.
I had a wig on with products.
She was totally a den mother.
I had lip tart on. Listen, I was.
She said, "Now go perform."
Yes, I was a girl about the town.
You were.
I was in the house of extravaganza, honey.
It was. You was stealing from
Pose,
the museum.
Right? A nigga was on Pose. Okay.
A house is like a gang or a clique, a group of people. But basically a house is like a family unit.
We took it over to the Trolls Experience.
Yeah, that's where her collection came from.
That's where it came from.
And by the way, that makeup is itchy because my face is burning. Even though I took it off. But yeah.
It might be the wipes.
No.
No.
It was irritated when she was putting it on. But, that's...
You felt like Megan under her wig?
Yeah. But, kids are resilient. They're like aliens. So, like, they can put anything on their bodies and they don't feel a fucking
It's
thing.
true. Skin be mad flourishy.
Listen, I stubbed my toe and I got to call out work for 3 days.
That's the long and the short.
Right. I'm like, oh, God, I broke it. God damn it.
Yeah. Same.
I got a serious paper cut on one day. And it was fucked up. Where did it happen? Oh, it was right here. Ooh. In betwixt my thumb and my index finger. And it was on these files that I had on my desk. And I was like, how dare you betray me?
I literally got the tingles through my body.
I felt like the Red Wedding all over again. My God. Everything is Game of Thrones.
And you're Cersei.
Yeah. How am I Cersei?
I don't know.
I don't have sex with my brother.
No, you no.
And I'm not evil.
No. Well.
I am not evil. Well. I am a good person.
You forget the memes that we share betwixt each other.
Just because I share memes doesn't mean that I've created them. You
find them funny.
Okay.
Listen, Kendrick Darkheart, just
because I find them funny, it'd be different if I created the memes. It'd be different if I created the memes, because if I created the memes, that means I'm evil.
So why do you share them with me?
Because we have similar interests.
Kindred Darkhearts.
because we have similar. It doesn't make us bad people. We're not creating this.
I didn't say we were bad.
We just commiserate about the human condition.
We are.
That's all.
We might be evil.
No.
We not bad. Yo, I'm going to tell you how I know I'm a little bit evil.
I'm going to tell you
Don't cancel me up. Because some of the listeners between us talking about... Yo, I have ruined my wardrobe.
No, y'all. So listen.
What the hell am I supposed to wear? Because
I'm sorry.
I got like 3 tops. Because they tops.
Yeah.
They're not shirts, they tops.
Yeah, they tops. Because you don't know what they are.
With the shoulders cut out. And I'm like, well, sis, sometimes it takes
and
a mirror.
And I noticed how you didn't respond. You did not respond. I was just like...
But I'm Mariah Carey wall slid in the crib. I was like,
Listen, ever since, shout out to you 2 ladies who have told us that y'all got jazzy shoulders, tops.
You know it.
And shout out to the other listener who showed us that there are men who have jazzy shoulder tops.
There are.
Yes. I was like, the ghetto. But, it's fine. Just ain't nothing wrong with a jazzy shoulder cutout. If that's what's in your closet, wear it.
Wear what you
want. Like, don't let us 2 nigglets in Brooklyn dictate what you wear. You might be in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Right.
And
I mean,
it might be in fashion.
Like last week, they made fun of my boots.
Right.
No, they didn't.
Oh, God.
Why do you care what we say?
Right.
Nah, we're doing the Lord's work. We cultural custodians. And we're out here to tell
we
you
are
that-
cultural custodians.
We're out here to tell you the jazzy shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, exactly.
And furthermore, like the reason why. Bookie. Whoa, remix.
It was Bokeem and Maga.
It was? No, that was Bokeem. That was a Bokeem that passed. But it was a remix.
Yeah, I was like,
Missy Elliott production.
Timbo on the track.
Listen, Mike Will made it. But like, you know, it's not really just about her jazzy shoulders, even though it is about her jazzy shoulders. It's about her entire wardrobe.
Yeah, her entire
And how her
wardrobe.
entire wardrobe, if we draw a diagram,
Yeah.
is the nucleus of it is old lady.
Yeah, old lady.
And so what stems from this old lady nucleus, if you all hear my diagram, you got the jazzy shoulders. You've got the very gaudy necklace that looks like it came from the dress barn.
Oh, and let's not forget the pedal pushers.
Pedal pushers, okay? You've also got
And
the
various prints.
anti-travel sandals. And you've got the floral blossom top dress.
Yeah. And the emotional support wig.
And the wig. So, you know, it's a whole embodiment.
Yeah.
But jazzy shoulders, you know, is the abbreviated term that we use for the embodiment
Yeah. Old lady.
of the home health aid.
Yeah. She got jazzy shoulders. It's a jazzy outfit. Like, that's
Just
nothing
jazzy, honey. And if y'all are jazzy too, then own your jazziness. What?
Yeah, just own it. Stand up in your jazzy.
That's it. Just stand in your jazzy. I stand in my lesbian attire. You know what I'm saying?
do. And yeah,
Everything I wear is outerwear.
it is.
And I just have to own the fact that, you know, I have a studly aesthetic. So.
What are you giving tonight, Jade? Studley.
Studly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my let's see. What happened to? Oh, we saw Anita Baker.
We saw Anita Baker. So we said it last week, but we hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But we had tickets.
Yeah. I was like, because we recorded that Monday and the show wasn't until Thursday.
It was a good time.
It was. I'm sorry I didn't see you at the function.
I know. There was a lot of niggas there I didn't see.
There was a lot of people.
I ran into Michael Arsenault. Shout out to our friend.
Yeah.
And my cousins and I ran into
I only
a couple
saw
people.
Savoy.
We had some. I didn't even see Savoy. We had some listeners there who came and spoke, and you know we were there just have a good auntie time.
Yeah. So so listen.
We talked about it on Getting Grown, but it is warranted to be spoken about again. So go ahead.
Yeah. I had a wang dang doodle.
Oh my God, dude.
Like a wang dang motherfucking doodle. She sang the hits. The aunties and uncles were dressed at the function.
Baby, okay?
So we were in our section. There was so much going on, but I appreciate it so much. Like when older black people get dressed up to go see the queen or somebody, they dress.
And let me tell you something. Even though black people dress appropriately and we're always going to cover our neck and our chest, when it's a function, we do not mind putting the toes out.
No, they were
because
out.
the toes were out with
It
the
was
coats.
stockings, but toes were out.
Yes. One girl was online behind me when I went to go get a drink. She was on the phone with somebody, and she's like, "Bitch, I am the youngest person here." I was dying.
We were the youngest in our section.
We were not.
Maybe. Actually, no. I don't know. Because there was
It was
some
very
sissies.
mixed where we were. I did see an older gentleman who was probably very sick of me and kids standing because he was just sitting there with the surly face. And I was like, idiot, how do you not appreciate appreciated Anita.
Yes. Like
He was sick of our shit, though.
She brought out Alicia Keys.
Oh.
Which, I mean, she didn't sound half bad.
What? But she didn't sound, nigga, because she didn't know the damn song.
She just, you're my
She didn't know it. Her and Emily King did not know the musica.
But Frank McCombs did, and he sang the fuck back.
Down! So let me redeem this last show.
He got on them keys and tickled them, you hear me?
Did. But your girl Leisha,
she was high.
Who also, she's always, goddamn, I'm high, nigga, and I know Angel. Like, it's not an excuse.
It was so good. I also realized Radio City Music Hall has like racial renderings on their walls.
Yeah, so many slave owners. I was
real
we were watching
uncomfortable. Because we were just like, what is, I was like, is this racist? He was like, yeah, baby, it's racist. It's always racist.
I was like, I have to go pee, and there are a lot of slave owners just watching me with their eyeballs in frames.
Yeah, it was hella weird, but
I'm not going back to the strip club.
Yeah, absolutely not. I'm not going back to the auction block TV.
I'm not going back, Stevie.
I'm not going back to the auction block TV. I'm not going back to Plantations TV. No.
No Plantations TV.
No,
if you want to take me to Plantation, you have to show me the receipts.
The master is the baby.
The master is the baby. That is literal. The master is the baby.
If your mammy.
If you are a witch and you used to have sex with your master, and you go back in time to free your master, the master is the baby.
Yep. Although that show isn't really about that.
I'm not watching it.
It's not. It's actually quite different than what it's just. Anyway, hold on. Let's get through this and get to the commercial. Okay. So yeah, listen to us anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
I had a great Valentine's Day. You had a good Valentine's Day.
Did.
I did something cool. With Kid Fury, we had a good time.
Yeah, you did.
Let's see. I moved. I got a new TV. What else happened? That I had to tell y'all. Oh, XD's Corner. So earlier this week, and I hate talking about Twitter, but this is just a general like social media thing that I have. You don't have to tell us everything.
No.
And you don't have to tell us to the point like what you think you're impressing people when in really you're just embarrassing yourself and making us cringe. So there was this young lady on the Twitter this week was saying how she's a nasty gutter butt bitch.
I'm sorry, what?
She's a nasty gutter butt bitch.
Okay.
And she was like, you ain't nothing if... Actually, let me quote. I'm sorry. Let me quote. Let me get you the reaction. Cause I just needed to. Lady says, until you've had period sex and sucked his dick clean afterwards.
I'm sorry, what?
You can't tell me you're a nasty bitch like me. Bye.
Whoa.
And then another lady one-upped her nasty and said, do this with anal and shit and then get back to me.
I'm the diamond princess, Duchess of all worlds. But you stay tighter and wetter than all y'all.
Nasty bitch, you nasty. Nasty bitch, you nasty. Nasty bitch, you nasty.
What? Trini, you so nasty.
You nasty bitch, you nasty. You nasty bitch.
Oh, it's right here, sis. It's right here. Yeah. I'm going to read it slower again.
No.
I'm going to.
I'm sticking my dreads in my ears.
Okay. Until you've had period sex and sucked his dick clean afterwards. You can't tell me you're a nasty bitch like me. Bye. And this other lady retweeted it and said, do this with anal and shit and then get back to me.
Oh, these bitches lick pennies off of the street. Like, ew.
So here's my thing.
Wait, let me see what they look like.
I mean, all I can tell you is this person. I'm not reading. Don't say their names.
Why?
Because we're not saying their names.
First of all,
They're not Sandra Bland, so we're not saying their names, okay? This is a screenshot.
Ooh, baby.
Right.
Ooh, Bo King! Yes, patrons say save the day. Bo King, Woodbine. Yes, chant it. Chant it.
Here's the thing. You don't have to do that. And first of all, you're lying about all of that. Because, you know why? Staph infection.
Why would you even want to lie about something like that?
Because retweets mean something to people.
Bitch, it don't mean, no, that is nasty.
It is.
That, you might as well, This bitch licks public bathrooms when she's hungry. Like, I don't understand that. That is disgusting. Mm-hmm. I have never, let me tell you something. I'm not here to yuck nobody's yum when it comes to sex and what you like and your preferences. Bitch, if you like it in your butt, whatever, you want to run red lights, have at it till your heart is content. But we are gone too far. Mm-hmm. When we talk about eating the Menzies. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is nasty, bitch. Buy a popsicle. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why did you tell me that?
Girl, it's a part of XG's corner. My point is in the fact that when being a pick-me goes wrong.
Yo, I ain't never, hold on. Everybody pause the show for a second, because I have a prayer.
Listen.
Dios.
When being a pick-me
Muchas
goes
gracias
the fuck
para mi
wrong.
madre. Thank you for giving me a mother.
And this is what I was saying, so y'all just gonna get on the internet embarrassing your mother's good name like that? I
embarrass my mother's good name, but here's the thing, she tells me all the time. But she asks for my ad shit. It's
yeah.
It's backwards. Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic ma? But I don't even know.
Same. My mother be like, "Why you curse on the internet?" Well, what you get from that?
What you get? Can send me some of that the clean out tea.
Right. I'm like, Ma.
In the mug. Because I know you got one.
Yeah, but
yo,
I'm telling you, the internet is. This is what happens when you take prayer out of schools.
I'm physically shaking.
When you take prayer out of schools, when you let people.
No, because I don't want to pray with all them people in school. But this is
that
what
is
happens
what's wrong.
when you take prayer out of the home.
They need guidance and structure.
Well, that needs to start at home.
Yes, it does.
I don't care what your prayer consists of. Y'all can chant. You can worship snakes, rub on crystals. You can pray to who? Just do it. Nike that bitch. Why are y'all like this? Why? Why are you like this? That is the nastiest thing.
Yeah.
I am fit. This is not an overreact. This is not dramatic effect for this show. I am disgusted.
Yeah.
My stomach just seized.
Yeah. It's gross. It's okay. When being a pick-me goes wrong, girl, we don't need you to be that nasty.
This bitch licks pennies out the fountain.
You don't have to. You don't have to let us know this at all.
Skid Row ass bitch.
You don't have to. Some things, ladies,
filthy.
gentlemen, and friends of the non-binary, you can keep to yourself. Or
I never thought
you just don't have to lie about it.
I thought nothing would be nastier than Adrienne Bailon dipping a tuna sandwich in some Kool-Aid. But that
was just stupid.
I am...
And insulting, because that bitch said, I have a high-class palate. Bitch, it's Kool-Aid!
Bitch, just say that you used to be poor and you enjoy eating poor sometimes.
Right, it's cool.
I mean, and I have been poor. I have never been tuna sandwich in a Kool-Aid poor.
That's not even poor. That's okay, you can have a tuna salad with Kool-Aid.
Let me tell you something that's reasonably poor. Putting Doritos in your sandwich.
That's not poor. That's ingenuity.
Well, I was...
That is innovation.
I was a genius as a child.
That is innovation. That is Black History 365.
No. I have eaten a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with never mind.
With chips on it?
Yeah, I put Doritos in my peanut butter, but no.
No, you have to put
I
Lay's
did used
Classic.
to. Maybe people might think this is disgusting.
But I've also had the Crif Dog with the peanut butter, which is really good.
Whoa.
It's not sweet peanut butter.
But I'm trying to like. I mean, I don't know if niggas are gonna Adrian Bile on me, but I did occasionally have like a side of beefaroni or like ravioli.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And something about
And
a
I've
peanut
had
butter
that shit
peanut butter and jelly sandwich
with beefaroni.
It's just delicious.
Yeah, like I don't eat beefaroni now.
No, absolutely not.
Because I'm an adult with a 401k.
Whoa, I swore off of dog food after 97.
Yeah.
Like, my parents brought rice milk home and we were never the same.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy beefaroni and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that's fine. But you didn't put the beefaroni on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I mean...
Okay. There we go.
Not on it.
There we go.
No, not the noodles.
Okay.
But every now and again...
You would dip it in the sauce? Gross! If the listeners aren't canceling you, then I'm canceling you. That is disgusting. Ew.
Noah eats ketchup, okay?
No, it's fine.
So I was young. I don't do it now.
You were 23.
No, it wasn't. It was 1-3. I was 1-3.
Still, that's old enough.
No, it ain't. You still eat nasty shit.
I don't eat nasty shit. Maybe my palate was quite evolved.
So was mine, nigga, but I still, okay.
I'm trying to think what was the nasty shit that I ate.
That was
as
the
like
nastiest thing
even as a teen. It would been like McDonald's.
No, I didn't eat it past like 13, but I did used to enjoy it.
Only like maybe peanut butter and syrup sandwiches.
And when I think about the snacks that we had after school, they were not snacks.
No.
They were meals.
They were meals.
I should have never been allowed to eat dinner.
Yeah, same. Because I would go to McDonald's hard and have a whole double cheeseburger meal and then have dinner 3 hours later.
I remember my little cousin came over one day after school and my mother was like, what do you want to eat? And like, I'll make you a snack. I know you're hungry. You just got out of school. She was like, do you have any rice and greens? And she was like, Noah's age. You got any rice and greens?
Yeah.
We were like... Okay.
Yeah.
My mother was like, I do actually. I just made some greens. Woo, yeah, that was, I mean, you know, everybody did some nasty shit, but ain't nobody dipped no tuna sandwich in no Kool-Aid.
And most importantly, nobody is licking doo-doo off.
Whoa. See, I was trying to get away from that.
Well, I was trying to wrap it up. Because we got to go to commercial.
All right, well, let's go to commercial because I'm tired and disgusted and don't want dinner tonight.
Okay. We'll be back after these messages.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're back. So, before we get into Love After Lockup,
I'm still nauseous.
I'm sure you should watch the show called Dating Around.
Okay, so Fran texted me, asked me if said she was watching it.
Oh my God, I gotta text Fran.
And she was like, it's so awkward.
It is, but it's entertaining. I think you will like, the episode that you will like the best will be the old couple, the old guy.
Okay.
Basically, so the premise, it's a super fun dating show that's super simple.
Okay.
It's a blind date. One is the main person. He or she goes on a blind date with 5 prospects. Mm-hmm. They have drinks first, and then they progress to dinner.
Okay.
And then some people don't make it. Some people don't make it after dinner.
Okay.
After dinner, then it's drinks, dinner, and then the after hour spot.
Okay.
So not everybody makes it to the after hour spot. 5 people make it through dinner.
Okay.
But only 3 people make it to the after hours spot.
Okay.
So then the last segment is the second date. So it's like next day or a few days later, and you don't know who they're gonna pick to go on the second date based on the conversation. So it covers a whole bunch of people. So it's like it starts out with the straight white man and goes out with these girls, and he was actually very cute, but white man's whore, and but the next episode is where it gets wild. Because men, I am so sorry to straight women, because the second episode is a solid proof that sexuality is not a choice. Because this lady goes on a date, and the date is going really well, and I was like, oh, she gonna pick this man, until he says some mansplaining white shit out of his mouth.
What did he say?
Essentially, I don't want to give it away for the listeners.
I think we can all collectively agree.
No, I don't want to give it away because people do watch it. Somebody asked for us to do the timestamps of like when we don't.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. So I'm gonna tell you right now, sis, that's a lot. Probably not gonna happen.
Ain't nobody doing that.
Or maybe when we get more money and we get a larger studio
I'm
and
yawning
we can pay people
right
to
now.
do that, but it's not gonna happen. Wish I could though. Not saying that it's not possible. It's just it's a lot of work. It's just the two of us.
Literally taking a nap.
And I put it and I post the show right before we go to work.
Nope.
Like so. But you're so rude. But
am I? Yes. Or am I just honest?
But basically, there is a cultural. She is Punjabi, and the guy who she gets in this kind of altercation with is a white man.
Ooh.
I should also let this know that every date takes place in New York City. So, like...
Do we recognize where they go?
Yes.
Oh. Do they go good places?
Yes.
Do the producers pay for them to eat well?
Yeah, they go to amazing places.
Oh, great. I want to watch.
I feel like... And most of them take place in Brooklyn, I want to say. If not Brooklyn, then, like, the older gentleman... His story was interesting. His wife died maybe like a couple years prior. And so he was just trying to, date again and see what happens. You'll like his story. He's a lawyer that likes drugs, so.
Oh, yeah. Does he have kids?
No.
I remember when my mother asked me and my sister one time, she's like, if I ever die, would you and your father tried to get remarried, what would you all do? We were like, terrorize that bitch. Me and my sister were like, what? Hell no. Ain't nobody else coming up in here. She was like, those are my girls.
Who is you?
You not welcome here.
Who is you? But go watch Dating Around. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's really good. It's only 6 episodes. They're 20 minutes each.
Oh, wow. I can watch it tonight.
Yeah, they're super interesting.
Yeah.
So Love After Lockup.
Yes.
Apparently there's more episodes than what we thought.
Yeah. I thought 11 episodes sounded weird.
Damn, you don't watch Siesta Key.
No, because just that time you made me watch it for them 2 or 3 episodes
I need you to watch last episode because the black girl's mom shows up and she looks wild.
What she look like? The black girl who don't know she black, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her mama looks like Natalie Cole, but the way Natalie Cole would look now.
Like after the drugs.
Think about what I just said.
Wow. Okay.
If Natalie Cole, because Natalie Cole is dead.
What
so she looks like the way she would look currently.
What her wig look like?
The way Natalie Cole is now.
Good question.
Dead.
Damn.
She looks like a dead Natalie Cole.
Damn. Damn, nigga.
It's true. It's true. She looks like a dead Natalie Cole. So does the wig.
really trying really hard not to laugh at this.
She does.
It's coming out like lava.
Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, let me see what she looked like. What else happened with them white kids? What's going on with the rotund one?
Oh, she's keeping up the mess.
She's been keeping up the mess since the 3 episodes you made me watch.
No.
You know there's only one. That's not shaming. That's just who she is. She the only one.
Oh, fuck. I gotta...
Because the rest of them is hungry.
Yeah.
She the only one eating good.
Yeah. I gotta find... At another time, I'll find...
She be wearing the mother-in-law swimsuit cover-ups, though. Every time they go to a party, these bitches be showing up scantily clad, and she be showing up in a muumuu. A netted muumuu. I'm like, come on, Jazzy Shoulders.
She does have Jazzy Shoulders out.
She be dressing Jazzy Shoulders.
She be jazzy.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. We should make a lifestyle brand called
I ain't
Jazzy.
got no type.
Jazzy Shoulders is the
Jazzy Shoulders is the only thing I like. JNXD ain't got no life.
We need to come up with Jazzy Shoulder merch.
Yo, dead
T Public are going to be like, can't do that. Actually, they probably would.
They probably would.
So would.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, Love After Lockup. Let's the bulk of the story was about Scrabble tiles, so we could get in Marcelino and Barnes injury attorneys 188. So let's talk
Fake Macy.
Fake Macy. So her mom died.
Yeah, which I felt bad because I was like, is that the last time she saw her mother?
I don't know. Maybe.
Was she through the Boost Mobile?
Listen, Mama threw that android.
She did.
With the fury of 1,000 slaves.
She's like, fuck your biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, she went to town.
She was
Bob
upset.
Evans.
She did.
But, yeah, her mother passed away.
That was sad. I felt bad
sad.
for her. She took a funeral home phone call.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah. Matthew went to go buy her a ring with no money.
The women in the ring shop looked uncomfortable the whole time he was in there.
Absolutely. But they racially profiled him.
They did, because I too racially profile a white boy in
all
a
the time.
Fat farm in a Jesus piece.
Let me tell y'all something.
I bet he got spinners on his bike.
When I'm in the elevator with them,
I don't trust you.
I clutch my bag tighter to my person.
Soon as you come around here looking like Paul Wall, profile. She be like, hello, niggas is wildin'.
Yeah. So nothing really happened with that story, but her mother died.
He was trying to cheer her and make her feel better. He bought her a dog. I don't know how.
Yeah,
he found her
maybe a rescue dog.
But he was trying to make her feel better. Said he was going to buy her a ring. Also was trying to figure out where that was going to come from.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much.
They got the apartment.
Lil Critter was hating.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think they applied for the apartment.
I hope so.
But Lil Critter was hating. He was like, so I'm like, Lil Critter, why don't you instill some knowledge into your friend and blow up his spot for blowing up yours?
Right.
Like, I'm not understanding. This nigga came in and ruined your whole like.
He fucked up your job. This is why you can't allow people to apply to your job where you work.
You can't put everybody on.
So that was them. Cash App Cut.
Ooh.
Venmo Vixen.
Mulatto MoneyGram.
Western Union Wench.
She went to go try on wedding dresses for her wedding a year later.
Which were ugly.
All
boobs.
of them. She got so hype over one of them.
She has a lot of titty.
Yeah, they're not real.
I mean, sure.
And I feel like even if you get fake titties and you gain weight, they might, maybe they get bigger. I don't know.
But I told you, she got a job.
Don't quote me on that.
She got a job. Like, she's on Instagram. She got a job.
Where's she working at? The Target?
I don't know. Circle K, I'm sure.
Dollar Tree.
Whatever. She was driving. On Instagram, she was driving to work.
Welcome to BP. How much can I put on your tank?
Listen, a job is a job. My girl is in Wisconsin fulfilling her parole.
Maybe she makes cheese.
Or she, I don't know, works at Macy's.
Yeah, no, I don't think Macy's is hiring felons. And actually, I know Target is not. Target literally... Don't ask me how I've seen a Target job application. No, I did not apply. But I've seen one. And Target...
No, I know.
Target vets niggas like they're getting government clearance.
Which is so odd because have you seen the people that work at Target?
I always have to ask for things.
Right.
I'm like, you got through this, so what is happening on this application?
Listen, the kinder trade be at Target, let me tell you.
It's not a game.
The kinder trade, they're baggy khakis.
Yep.
Because they're all skinny and they all...
And their polos with the misshapen collars.
And they all listen to A Boogie with the hoodie. It's just so
They play him in the store when the manager leaves.
Yeah, it's just really odd. That was my issue, like, when I bought my TV at the J the other day. I was like, "What? Can I get some service, please?"
I'm buying a TV.
Right. Best Buy is that way, too.
You know.
The niggas, the trade be at Best Buy. I'm going to tell you that. Especially the one in Union Square. Anywho.
Don't go to the one at Atlantic.
Well.
Don't go to Atlantic.
However, if you are a lady who loves ladies, you can also find your stud
at the Buffalo Wild Wings?
No. Yes. Yeah, you can, actually. Very much so.
Although, most of the studs I see at the Buffalo Wild Wings be boot up. Boot up.
But, I mean, that don't mean nothing.
It don't.
Because studs be just as trifling.
They do, but sometimes they be loyal, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anywho, back to Love After Lockup. Yeah, Western Union cunt. Like, they look for wedding dresses. They have this moment where they're like, "Are you really gonna get married?" And
fake Bianca Lawson's eyes lit up for like 2 seconds when she thought her mother looked pretty in one, but then she went on her same rhetoric.
Right, and again, we're back at the same juncture. Like, listen, sis, I don't have anything.
Nothing.
Like, what part of that don't you understand?
She's
daughter?
Like $2,000. Like, is Scott gonna pay for this? Well, who else is going to?
Right, you?
His dead wife?
Right.
Like, who's gonna pay for this? Nobody.
Right. So she got to get over that. Anyway, that's enough of them.
Yeah. Marcelino and Barnes.
No, let's go to.
Oh! I gotta get my goddess out of jail.
My goddess.
First of all, my nigga printed out her paper at work on that 8.5 by 11 when he was sitting in that hotel manager's office.
Absolutely. He printed out and put that in
a Dollar Tree
Big Lots frame.
Listen, honey.
That Big Lots frame.
Dollar Tree. That was a Dollar Tree frame.
Either way.
Made him a little shrine for his goddess.
Either way, she called from lockup. She back.
My guy was sitting there, crying.
Because what else would he be doing?
Exactly. I feel like he goes to work and he cries.
Yeah, in his anchor blue outfit.
Oh.
Like, he dresses like every white boy from 2001.
He does. Like, he listens to lots of Hootie and the Blowfish.
And Blink 182.
Mm-hmm. All the small things.
Yeah, but anyway, in the middle of that, he gets a collect call from the goddess, and she's like, "I'm in fucking jail."
Well, no shit, bitch. It tells me
right.
like 45 seconds before I even hear your voice.
Before I even have the chance to answer or decide if I want to talk to you or not.
You do realize by me answering this call, I know you at, right?
Right. Duh. Anywho. He's like, I'm glad you're okay, yada, yada, yada. She was like, I have an addiction. Divorce isn't in my vocabulary.
Because he was like, do you still love me, goddess?
But she was like, I didn't leave you. I just left for a little while. But, bitch, you took off the ring and you left it. And you took $100.
And stole his rental car.
Right. And he was like, so what happened to the car? She was like, let's not talk about that.
Well, this is where she lied. Because... Yep. Your girl, that crackhead bitch from Love After Lockup.
And this is not us calling her that. She self-identifies.
That's not XD calling her that. But the crackhead bitch from Love After Lockup. She says she left the car in a parking lot. Okay? She says she left it in a parking lot. But we saw that beautiful B footage
I didn't see that.
of her getting pulled over. It was the police cam.
When was that?
Oh, I do remember that.
Yes. It was the police cam.
I just
and you
sat
saw
here and
her
watched it with y'all.
putting her arms up and I played it.
Oh, yes. I remember.
So that means if you were speeding.
So maybe that wasn't maybe she switched cars.
How?
I don't know. She was on crack.
This is true.
You're right. I know.
When crack is involved,
all logic goes out the window.
Yes,
You're
everything
right.
is suspended.
You're right.
All rules of Drag Race have been suspended.
You're right. You are right, friend.
Very true.
All right.
It's crack in 2019.
Fair, but I still feel like she lied. And so my nigga was like, so where's the car? Because they're trying to charge me for the rental car, goddess. And she's like, we'll talk about that later when I get out, okay? I'm so scared. I'm just a fuck up. And I'm like, how the fuck you finagle your way out of a $21,000 rental car conversation? You just told this man you do not have the ability to even be bonded out right now because your parole people got to show up. And then she said it as if it was a surprise. She was like, I'm so fucking pissed. She was like, they won't even let me bond out. He's like, I can't even bond you out, goddess. And she's like, no. They said.
Every time he calls her God, like, where did he get that?
I don't know.
Oh my goddess.
My nigga been reading American Gods, so like,
my goddess.
Bill Quiz. I love you, Bill Quiz. So he's like, I can't even bail you out, goddess. And she's like, no, because they said something about, me violating parole and not showing up for any of my meetings. And I'm like, bitch, this is the exact question I had when you got out. Like,
right.
Ain't you supposed to report to your parole officer?
Right.
So she's saying it as if it was just some like flip flam in the system.
Yeah.
Some real white woman shit. Bitch, you are a felon. You have to report.
Yeah. And this isn't her first time at the rodeo.
No, at all. So she, scams him into telling him that she still loves him and he can't bond her out and she's sorry and she still wants to build a life together.
But says, I'm going to put you on my visitation.
Yep, so you can come see me tomorrow. And also says crack is a motherfucker.
Yeah, which, she finally was telling the truth. Because every person I've worked with who has used crack, when I've counseled them, it's like, crack is a motherfucker.
Let me tell you something. I've never counseled nobody who's used crack. I've only ever encountered them or known them. And all I got to say is everybody wants to be better when they get in trouble. They want to be clean. They don't want to have nothing to do with no crack when they get in trouble. But baby, you put will you light your cocaine on fire?
That's crack, baby.
and it's... Yeah. All I'm saying is, for somebody who said, I want to be better. I don't want to do this. Bitch, y'all were sitting on the bed. Like, he had his head in your lap. And he cried because you left to go get some more.
Yeah.
So the only reason because you mad, you got put back in jail. Like, it is what it is. Just say what it is.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know many crackheads have for a long time.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Cracko Sapiens.
So, Marcelino and Barnes.
Marcelino and Barnes.
Injury attorneys. 100-888-8888. So, he turns 40.
Yeah.
And he has a party at his fiance girlfriend's best friend from prison's crib.
Oh, that was Sasha's house?
Or her family's crib. That wasn't her house.
That was her uncle on the grill?
No, that was his uncle on the grill.
Oh, that wasn't his homeboy?
Either way, her people weren't there.
Oh, okay.
They were there, but like, because it was their house, but like...
They were like, we don't have nothing to do with this.
Right. This is just... We just have the house. I'm sure production paid them because they have the nicer house and like, oh, let's do this here. Okay, fine. So anywho, they have a function at Bunky's house.
They do.
I don't know the lady's name. The lady with the nighttime eyelashes.
Sasha.
She be wearing her after 6 eyelashes
all the time, baby, at 2 p.m.
11 a.m. So,
she said I was out of prison and I'm not going back.
Hello, I'm making up for a lost time.
That's it.
She looks like every New Yorker coworker.
These are not coffee grounds and toothpaste.
Yeah. She looks like every New Yorker coworker.
She looks like an Express employee, actually.
Yeah, those pants with them Mary Janes. Yeah. And a bun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, they have a function for Marcelino, and Dyke Jan, Brittany, decides to invite her not girlfriend, Amanda, to the function.
Yes.
But Amanda brings her girlfriend.
No, her new love interest.
Her new love interest. There you go.
They look like they belong together.
Yeah. But Brittany didn't know about old girl. She was just like, oh, this is my friend. When in reality, it's like, no. So Amanda's doing the same thing to Brittany that Brittany is doing to her, low-key.
Because Brittany was trying to get an attitude about it, talking about, she said she wants to bring somebody. And I'm like, girl.
Right. And so we also learned that little threesome thing didn't work out.
Oh, yeah, we knew that. We learned that last week.
She wants to have a love triangle so fucking bad. And it's just like, no, girl, let it go. You're not that girl.
You're not. And he's definitely not that.
Absolutely not. So anyway, Jade just drew a picture of somebody with jazzy shoulders out. You, what is wrong with you?
Wait, let me make it sparkle.
Oh my God. And then she gonna add accents to the shoulders. She got mad she mad brolic.
Yeah, she is.
Stop it.
So anywho, she Marcelino ends up talking shit about Amanda.
Marcelino ends up talking shit about women.
Yeah, about women.
In general.
And Amanda's girlfriend comes up and is just like, hey, let's kill your misogyny. Like, she was very much Jezebel.com, like, very Refinery 29 about the whole thing. And Marcelino was like, well, you can just, like, fuck you. Like, whatever.
He did.
And so, but then...
He was super misogynistic.
Yeah.
Because he said some wild shit about how... Now, he said... First, he said that a relationship with a woman and then, a relationship with a man, like, is significantly different because...
Of course, one is happier than the other.
Right. First. Second, then he tried to clean it up and say prison relationships are not real because they're behind bars. Which...
Listen, anything that's real can't be broken.
That's it. It don't matter where it's from.
And exactly. That's what we learned in All Night.
It's just really hard when you can't find each other. But,
I mean,
But all that rigmarole he was spitting about, same-sex relationships not having the same substance as
a heterosexual
relationship was some bullshit.
Yeah, and so Amanda's new girlfriend with eyebrows, and I say this because I don't know how to categorize her eyebrows.
I don't think I paid attention to her eyebrows.
She has some brows. Brows.
I felt like she had on like a silk jazzy shoulder.
Maybe. Either way, she went to go tell Brittany, I'm going to beat your boyfriend up.
Yeah, she too was an ex-con.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like,
It's like, being at my family reunion. So.
Yeah, same.
She's like, Brittany, and you could tell she was trying to do it like, She was trying to be her comrade, her ally, or whatever. But she went about this all wrong. Brittany, I'm gonna beat your boyfriend up. He's talking wild shit about
women in prison.
In which there's a way for you to go talk to her about this where you all can all relate because you've had the similar experience so that she can then go back to her ignorant boyfriend and spit some knowledge. But the way you can't, like, I try to fight you too.
Yeah, and so Brittany didn't like that, and so she tried to fight her and then kicked her out.
Yeah. She's like, I'll just fucking drop her. I'll roll her ass down the street. I'll roll her ass. Bunk, I can't fight her right now, Bunk.
Oh, we also find out that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
Dyke Jan is pregnant.
She takes a very pink pregnancy test.
Which means she got it from Family Dollar.
I was wondering where that came from. I was like, I don't know this brand.
Yeah. Listen, EPT and all them are one formula. They are all gray. Like,
white.
Or white. The only time I've ever seen a pink pregnancy test is in the Bodega
Premier Value
or Family Dollar.
Sometimes there's a tip of blue, but I've never seen pink.
Yeah, the thing was all pink, and I was like, whoa.
Everybody calm down. But she's pregnant.
Child, if I took that, it would tell me I'm pregnant. Shit.
Where the poppy see?
Hello. Brandon, throw me down the stairs.
No!
Say less, friend.
Get the brace.
You gonna call me? I need vodka, a hanger, a hot bath. I'll be like, officer, niggas is wallet.
Bring the incense too.
And a Palo Santo. Cause you niggas.
Girl, or just lick a Subway seat.
Oh my God.
If you want to make sure it really goes, then lick the floor.
Yeah.
And the pole.
Yeah. That's if you want to have no kids.
Nigga, that means you want to know you.
Right. Fuck this kid, I'm killing myself.
Right. Done for good.
Fuck living, yo.
G-O-S-D-O.
Oh my God, Abe. Abe, we need you.
No, keep that shit in. We are pro-choice, goddammit.
Oh God.
A women and man's right to choose.
Oh, I agree. I'm very pro-choice.
For real.
In this political climate, yes.
Yes.
You right, yes. Mm-hmm. You right, nigga. We all watched Extreme Love.
We did. The only problem, and that was the most normal story on Extreme Love.
You too can be pregnant outside of a bus.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Extreme. This trans man was pregnant, but that was the easy part. They wanted to raise the kid in a bus.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. In a river. Yeah. We were just like, everybody calm down.
But listen, they met on Grindr. Still the funniest thing.
Profiles like, oh.
They met. I was like, all this hippy dippy. These niggas. I know they was about to have like the birth where they squat and push the baby out. It was about to be a ritual. Niggas was gonna watch it.
And they had to because they were afraid to go to the hospital for being discriminated against.
Right, which is completely understandable.
Right. But the Grindr part was funny.
But when they said they met on Grindr, we're like, we met on Grindr.
Y'all
don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You don't have running water, but y'all niggas met on Grindr.
Yeah. But anywho.
Woo.
But, okay, so anywho. Last but not least. Michael, Sarah,
Scrabble
and
tiles.
So to me, this is where I felt like this episode was super produced.
I'm gonna
like
tell you why
it
it
looked
wasn't.
fake.
I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't.
Go ahead.
Because if it was super produced, they would have done something about that caked up gel in the front of his mother's head.
No, they wouldn't have.
Why not?
Because it's WeTV.
Yeah.
You're right.
Girl, when have they done anything? You've seen the Braxtons. They all look fucked up. And they all have, most of them have, one of them has money.
And they've been, none of them have money.
One of them has money.
Which one?
Tamar.
Tracy?
Tamar just one big brother. She got money.
Tamar, you're right. Tamar does have money.
So one of them
right.
has money.
You're right. She got sense, but she got money.
Yeah.
Have you seen the recent where because the Braxtons are coming back and they're trying to do this transitional thing? So they're showing them in 3 different stages of their life.
Yeah,
I'm like, do y'all realize this looks like Bad, Bad, and Badder? Like, this is no glow.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a single glow up here.
Yeah, no.
Not a one.
Not one.
But so Scrabble Toss comes along. So Michael is walking through the park with his mother, her Jill, his sister, his baby mama wife, and his jorts. And
yeah, he keeps a jort.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he got them straight off of Fulton Avenue. They got those little ripples in them.
AJ Wright.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or the bodega.
Mr. J's. Dr. J's, I mean.
I mean, he's from upstate New York. Yeah. No, he's from Michigan. But they currently live in upstate New York, which means that he probably could have bought his clothes from the corner store.
Okay, so...
Oh, thank you to the listeners who told me that there is a rainbow in Sacramento, California. And also, I will not be telling my mother that there is a rainbow in Sacramento, California. Because, oh my God, if she ever catches wind. And watch that this be the episode that she decides to listen to. Because my mother, peppers in every once in a while. And she's going to be like, there's a rainbow. Babe, what's that store we went to and that's next to the Apollo? Target, Ma.
Your mom's gonna show up with some silky shoes with glitter on them. So Michael's
stirrup pants.
He's walking. Everybody, the whole episode was sponsored by Rainbow, and so they're walking through the park, having family time. His mother's gel just distracted me the entire time, but I was able to turn away for a second to try to understand what was happening. So she did sit down and try to have a conversation with him. In the gazebo. She grabbed both his hands like a black mother, and she said, "Now listen, this Megan situation can't go on much longer."
She said, "You have to do right by your wife."
She got to do right. He was like, "You got to respect your vows eventually."
Yes, eventually.
Were you paying attention to her?
Yes.
You got to drop Megan at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
You got to respect your vows eventually and buckle down.
Right.
I was like, okay.
Right.
So.
Like, not right now, but like later. You might wanna.
So then he lied to his mother. Well, maybe, and said that he loves Sarah and he doesn't want to do wrong by her. That was a lie.
That was a bold-faced lie.
We all sat up there and watched you dress like Antoine Dodson.
That was a nigger-ass lie.
And drive to Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
We watched it. We saw you all eating pancakes in bed.
He was definitely in Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife Couture.
Oh, it was, down, like, the only thing missing was the handkerchief.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
the bandana was...
And the homosexual ambiguity.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
So, he says he wants to do right by his wife or whatever. So he's sitting in the apartment later on. He also says that Megan Jazzy Shoulders is coming in later that day, and he's going to have a conversation to break up with her. Which all I could think about was, this girl, you just took her virginity, and you got to have a conversation about breaking up with her. Why? Like, why? Because niggas ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Let that be a lesson.
He was in the apartment also.
Don't give these niggas anything.
Nothing. Not an inch, not a centimeter.
No.
Because he was in the apartment on FaceTime with her. Not sorry about anything.
No, and was just like, hey, bae.
Oh, damn.
Was just like, hey, bae.
So...
Either way, yeah, he was sitting in there, like, lying. And so then, sad and misshapen was like, well, I'm coming to see you.
Yeah, so she FaceTimes him and he answers the phone.
She's like, I'm going to go see him.
What's up, sissy?
What's up, boo-boo?
I was like, wow, no X. What's up, sissy? So they're on the phone and she's like, I'm going to come see you. And he's like, when? And she's like, in a few days. Like, I'm going to come see you. He's like, oh, well, you got the lying nigga cadence, right? Voice got wild high. Oh, well, my mom and my sister come in and, like, I don't think it's going to be a good time. She's like, oh, well, no, I think it's the perfect time. Mm-hmm. She's like, I want to meet Aviana, which That irritated me.
That irritated
the fuck out of me. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, you don't initiate meeting somebody's child until they initiate you meeting them, because that is a process and you still need to respect the other parent of that child. You still need to respect this person's boundaries. You need to respect time. Like, and she's just mad eager. So that irritated me. She's like, I want to meet Aviana. And he's like, well, that's going to take some time because I'm still trying to, build my relationship with her. All that was not a lie.
The only thing he doesn't lie about is his daughter, which I appreciate.
Yeah, outside of saying my daughter's mother.
Yeah.
And not my wife. So you are low-key lying on your child.
Lying by omission, yeah.
So he's like, when they were in the park at that time and he was on FaceTime with her and that little girl, is that mommy? I was like, yeah, snitch. So he's like, nah, like, we still trying to get used to each other, blah, 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 blah. So he's like, probably not a good time right now, but eventually. And she's like, well, you can at least introduce me to your mother and your sister. Now that's your fault, bro. Yep. Because you put her on the FaceTime with your mother. And this is Jade's Corner. This is specifically for my niggas. I don't care what sexual orientation you subscribe to. This is for my niggas. Stop bringing every goddamn person you talk to around your motherfucking family. Because what happens with these niggas and these bitches, whoever you are dealing with, they think they are special when they come around your family. You know why? Because that's usually reserved for special people.
Yeah.
I have introduced my family to 3 niggas. I'm 34 years old. Yeah. Like, 3 niggas. 3 of them. Literally. Including Tristan. So, I say all that to say, stop bringing these people around your family, because now you're going to mess yourself up, because now you got your family, y'all are colluding, and you got everybody involved, even if they don't want to be involved, because you ain't shit. So now it looks like your whole family ain't shit, and really low-key they not, because Michael's mother really not shit for how she handled that too. Don't be all on the FaceTime, friending them on the social media. Don't be all on the FaceTime, all up in their faces. Like, this is just, stop bringing these people around your family.
But yeah, I told you, like, my grandmother is good for being friends with my uncle's exes, and both of my uncles have been married no less than 4 times.
My grandmother too, because she's just too sweet. Like,
one of my uncles has been married 6 times, and the other one's been married 5. No, this is 4.
Well, I have one who just has had a lot of babies, but
yeah.
I just stop doing that.
My grandmother be the one that got married 6 times. She friends with all of them. One of them just passed away not too long ago, and they went to the funeral. And mind you, my uncle lives with my grandmother and my mother, and they're like, yeah, we went to Maggie's funeral. I'm like, and he didn't go. And I'm like, that's so awkward. Like, so you gonna go to her funeral from his ex-wife, and he ain't going?
We went to my.
But it's awkward because he lives there. It'd be different if he didn't live there. You get what I mean? Like,
mine was on drugs. But anyway, stop doing that, because you're going to mess yourself up in the long run. And this is what is happening now. This girl thinks that she has a special place in your life. So when you tell her your mother and your sister are coming to town and you put her on the FaceTime with your mother, why wouldn't she think that it's okay for her to meet your mother?
Right.
So now you got to do all kinds of finagling.
Yeah.
Because production has put this girl up to traveling to see you in a couple of days.
They put her on the first thing on Southwest.
They said, we're going to drive you to Houston, and you're going to get on this flight.
They put her in, Hobby.
They sure did.
And
they said, we found a spare airline flight for $142. So you're going to have to go 4 hours away, but you're going to...
Putting her in the most sexiest Best Western.
Yes.
A Radisson girl.
Nigga, a Hojo.
Okay. A Hojo. Yes.
Production called her and said, they'll leave the light on for you.
Absolutely. Did you ever watch Hollywood Divas?
Who was in that?
Paula Jai Parker was on?
No, I couldn't. Her mouth
Paula
is
Jai Parker
way too
and
big for me.
Her husband and kid had to live with a Howard Johnson.
Oh my God, why?
Because they were poor, Jared.
Damn. Ice Cube, do something about that.
Anyway, when you said Hojo, that just made me think of like they had to live with Howard Johnson.
Damn.
But then like 3 episodes later, they got a house. Like maybe that Hollywood Divas money kicked in.
Maybe, but they couldn't put y'all up in like a Hilton Garden Inn.
But they were living in like an
hotel. Extended stay.
No, in a Howard Johnson for like a month and change. Like they were like legit living in the hotel.
Oh my God! And why were they allowing people to film this?
Because it was the fucking Howard Johnson. They need all the publicity they can get.
Not them, Paula Jai Parker.
It's Paula Jai Parker. She needs all the publicity she can get.
Well, all I know is Jazzy Shoulders is coming to town. Now, I am irritated they keep dragging this damn story out. Because you all showed us them previews of them two girls sitting in front of each other, and we thought we was getting ready to see that this week, and we did not.
Yeah, I need to see them heifers tonight.
Face to face.
Don't drag it out for a whole nother episode. I need to see them heifers on tonight.
So, Jazzy Shoulders is coming to town, so we see her traveling too. And then this nigga is standing at the bottom of the escalator. Wild weird. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is happening?
This I was like, oh, this is super produced.
That
like,
part, yes.
Like, okay,
for
clearly,
sure.
She wasn't standing there. They just filmed him right there.
Yeah, she wasn't coming down the escalator. They just wanted that was the cameraman.
Yeah.
While he was waiting at the bottom of the escalator, we need this for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
So this week, tomorrow, tonight, let's hope that we see Jazzy Shoulders in FBH.
Yeah.
Finally face to face. Because I'm anxious to also see how that comes to be.
Same. Because I've also learned that she's really pregnant.
Oh, yeah, no. She's pregnant.
She's hella pregnant.
And also single. That's what you don't think so? That's what it looks like from her Instagram.
Yeah, I don't see him.
She be putting posts up like, you can't keep a good woman down.
I was trying to find his Instagram, but something tells me he might be... He also might be locked up again.
Well, so we see in the previews that he's with Jazzy Shoulders in the car and gets pulled over. Now, I heard, or maybe that was from you, I don't know, that he got locked up for narcotics possession. He was caught violating parole because they basically caught him with weed.
Oh, that wasn't from me.
Oh, okay. Maybe I read that somewhere. Some nights, my clarity is so good, and I just find all of these things, and then some nights I can't find it at all.
It's okay.
But yes, so in the previews for next week, so we see them sit face to face, and we see, which that might be how they come face to face, because his ass gets locked up, and then she gotta call her from his phone. Maybe that's what it is.
That's the only thing that makes sense of how they know each other or come to find out about each other.
That makes perfect sense, actually. But we gonna see on tonight.
All right, guys. Let's take a break, and we'll be back after these messages. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. This episode is brought to you by Every Plate. So I'm going to keep it real with you. I've been super lazy lately, and I truly haven't felt like cooking at all. It's just so much. You have to figure out what exactly you're craving. You have to take the meat out the freezer, go to the store, and make sure you have fresh vegetables. Too much! But I have a little something to share that has saved me so much time, and I know you'd benefit from for family meals. I'm talking about Every Plate, the service where you can experience full plates and fuller wallets with America's best value meal kit. With Every Plate, one meal is literally the same price as a cup of coffee, only $4.99 a plate, and you receive 5 a week. The kits are incredibly easy to make and take about 30 minutes to come to life.
True.
Which is great when you've had a long day of working for the man and simply care to spend time with your family or your significant other. And another great point, you will always have the right amount of ingredients, so you never spend more than you need to. I recently received this pasta dish that had the most amazing flavors. the basil, the garlic. Mwah, magnifique. So, for 6 free meals across your first 3 weeks and free shipping on your first delivery, go to everyplate.com and enter JXD6. That's EVERYPLATE.com and enter code JXD6. This offer equates to 1/3 off each of your first 3 boxes. You'll get 18 full meals for $3.33 a piece for the 2-person plan, or you'll get 36 full meals for $4.16 a piece for the 4-person plan. And as a podcast listener of ours, you will receive free shipping off your first delivery, making the cost of your first box go down to $20. So go to everyplate.com and enter code JXD6. This episode is also brought to you by Joybird.
The stresses of moving.
No, tell me about it. What's going on?
So I'm having the worst trouble finding a quality furniture spot with a variety of options.
Well, say less, girl. I've got you covered with Joybird. Now, it's an amazing furniture service that believes you should never settle when it comes to your home furnishings, and that you should always have the freedom to be boldly original, This would be the perfect spot for you and Brandon to check out your little DIY projects, from ideas to reality, with hundreds of styles and options.
My Janet.
Everything is of pure quality with their array of rich buttery leathers,
Ooh.
plush velvets,
Ooh.
and an honorable mention of kid and pet friendly upholstery.
Oh!
Right. So my favorite service at Joybird is the free personal design consultants, which are around to help you achieve your home design goals.
So this is super exciting and incredibly overwhelming. So thank you so much. Do they have a showroom? Because I like to try things out first.
Showroom? How about a 365-day at-home trial? Let me say that again. A 365-day at-home trial. You can sit on it, sleep on it, and break it at your own leisure. If you don't love it, send it back to Joybird with no fuss.
What?
They have hassle-free delivery, remove all of the materials, and there are free returns, within 2 weeks of delivery.
You see how Joybird is revolutionizing online furniture shopping? Mm-hmm. Create the furniture that brings you joy today at joybird.com/JXD. Go to joybird.com/JXD and receive an exclusive offer for 25% off your first order by using the code JXD.
Yeah, I love Joybird. They have a great online shopping experience, and they have a store here in Brooklyn at City Point.
It's fancy.
And it's great. So, yeah. So, we have a real show today, don't we?
Kind of.
Well, we won't be doing Nigga Peace Theater today. But we will be doing 6 Brown Chicks today. The first one of 2019.
Yes. Hopefully the only.
Okay.
Probably not.
Yeah. You ready? Now, I haven't seen 6 Brown Chicks questions in a long time because I have them muted, so I don't, before this reason. So these questions are new compared, so whatever. I didn't even look for these. Brandon did this for us.
Okay.
So, we're newlyweds. My wife was homeless, but is working and doing well. Her besties are still homeless and often use our home for showers and food. As we slept, one crawled into our bed and overdosed on heroin. Sadly, she survived.
What?
I'm drained. I want my wife back. Help. First of all,
wait, what?
She's not like a tarantula or anything, or like a bed bug. It's a human being. And why are you sad that she survived her overdose? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What the hell?
What?
Go to the next question.
Okay.
So many drugs.
Yeah.
You know, that heroin is a motherfucker.
Heroin.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug, but crack is a motherfucker.
We'll skip that one. We'll go next one. Boyfriend came to my job and caught me making out. Oh, sorry. Boyfriend came to my job and caught me coming out of the bathroom with a male coworker. They fought. Coworker won because he beat my boyfriend with a bag of frozen nuggets.
Wait a minute.
Boyfriend got us both fired, and now he won't pay his half the rent. We haven't spoken in days. Advice.
Bitch, I got enough for you.
Why was y'all fighting just because y'all came out the bathroom together? Was y'all fucking?
Yes.
You got your ass beat with some nuggets.
That's exactly what happened. How do you get? What do you even look like after you get beat with nuggets? You look like a piece of hammered furniture.
You look like Tom. Like, remember what Martin did after he got hit with Tommy the Hitman Hearns?
Yeah. By some.
You got pummeled by nuggets.
What restaurant was that?
Like you trying to?
Girl, they
somebody.
got like nuggets. Like, how big was this bag?
Right. How many nuggets was this?
Right.
Where do you all work?
Was this a 20-pound bag of nuggets?
This a Chick-fil-A.
Was it a McDonald's bag or a Chick-fil-A bag?
Chick-fil-A.
That would be hot.
Now that.
No, it's not hot being pummeled by nuggets.
I pummeled with nuggets and then I threw Polynesian sauce in his eyes. Sriracha. Sriracha honey in his dick hole.
No.
Oh my God.
If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what happens, sometimes.
All right.
Now that's something you can look up.
Moving right along. I'm not playing.
Polynesian sauce is delicious. So much better than Menzies.
Try doing it with sriracha sauce, then get back to me.
Right.
Bitch, don't put sriracha anywhere near your pino. Sorry.
Dating a quality guy for a month. Invited him to a family card game. Nope. I got tired and went home early. So my mom's old-ass bestie, who looks like Shrek, gave him a blowjob at the party.
What the fuck?
He ghosted me and apparently is dating her.
What?
I want him back. Advice. Why, girl? Clearly, like, he's either community dick or your auntie's dick. Like, let it go.
Right. Why do you even want to?
Right, let it go, girl. Like, he's clearly happy. Let it go. He don't want you. Maybe...
He don't want you.
He don't want you. He don't want you.
Don't want to leave you now. Don't want to leave you now. Just want to leave right on by you.
Go get your butter pecan ice cream and
going about your business.
Going about your business.
That nigga don't want you. We got to stop chasing after things that don't want us back.
Hello.
You sound so exasperated right now.
Yes, because I'm reading this question and also I'm reading the notes that Brandon puts in here. And I'm like,
Brandon notes are the best.
this to go away. Anyway. I fucked up, got caught with my ex in my baby mama's car. Baby mama forgave me, cooked my favorite meal, and fixed me a plate. When our 5-year-old son tried to eat off my plate, she shouted, "Don't eat that," and threw my plate of food in the sink. Should I worry or am I tripping?
That girl is never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is
Marcelino and Barnes, jury attorney, 188. She put your plate behind her. Your plate is behind you.
Kid snitch, so I mean, You should be worried. Like, you should always like keep your head up and your eyes open.
Always, every day.
Mm-hmm. That's the one lesson I learned from Jim Jones. He said, "A certified gangster." He said, "Keep your head up and your eyes open."
Well, we know, Jim lives by the...
Jimmy Jones. Why do you have pictures of fucking Octavia Spencer in here? They're like random pictures of Octavia.
It's from the new movie.
And then he'll put a tic-tac-toe game in here. I wish you all could see this. What is wrong with you?
I played myself.
I clearly look at it. Like, what is this? And then had the nerve to. I won, girl. Yeah, you played by yourself.
Yo, Brandon is dumb. I can't.
Fiance and I were at Chuck E. Cheese celebrating our 6-year-old's birthday.
Okay.
I was like, whoa.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
This doesn't make sense. Did you read this one?
No, I just copied it.
Fiance and I were at Chuck E. Cheese celebrating our 6-year-old's birthday. Oh, got it. Ooh, I promise I can read. Let me start over. Fiance and I were at Chuck E. Cheese celebrating our 6-year-old's birthday. A few of his coworkers came, meaning the fiance, including a female coworker. He dipped off with her, missed the birthday cake.
What?
He returned and said, "I'm leaving with her tonight."
Flush his dick.
I choked him, but he got away. Advice. Girl, stab him when he comes pick up little Tyreek.
Make him eat the Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Hey everybody, it's time to dance with your old pal Chuck E. Cheese. I've got a really easy dance. Anyone can do it. Are you ready? Check it out.
Did you see what Shane Dawson did on YouTube?
No.
How he proved that Chuck E. Cheese repurposes their leftover pizza. Girl, it is a whole scandalo.
What?
A scandalo.
For real.
A scandalo.
You come up with these Spanish exclamation marks.
Yes. I'm gonna talk like this forever. I'm gonna do a Spanish exclamation point. A scandalo.
Oi.
Yes, oi.
Those fucking fingers. Oh god.
Yeah, girl, stab him.
Yeah, no, you just make him eat the pizza. Make him get in the ball pit. Lick
Oh,
the balls.
but anywho, back to the thing. So yeah, they use the old pizza. Like whatever they don't sell, they reheat it. Now, don't get me wrong, because Chuck E. Cheese pizza is that girl, and it's available on DoorDash now. However,
I would smack my kid.
Right.
fuck y'all. Chuck E. Cheese pizza is that girl. Okay, they have new and improved recipe, and they have the adult version, so they have like a good spinach and feta. Yeah, they're
Go off, CC.
Yes, Stan. Go off, CC.
Actually, the nigga who comes through talking about CC's got dessert pizza. It's delicious.
Anyway, don't stab that nigga. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, he died, choke. How you gonna miss the damn cake?
I'm leaving with her tonight, nigga. I will kill you.
And what were y'all doing at Chuck E. Cheese?
Sure about that?
All right. Right. Is you sure about that?
He was in a Billy Bob suit.
They were in the Chuck E. Cheese theater with the animatronics.
That's
Yo, Chuck E. Cheese used to freak me out.
Same.
As a kid, because we had in San Jose, it had like a castle. So like they had like two animatronics ones, and like the bird who was kind of like a floozy.
Mm-hmm.
She had her own like lounge, and so she like performed by herself upstairs. And it was like, because I feel like at Chuck E. Cheese you used to be able to smoke in there.
You used to be able to smoke everywhere.
Yeah, and it was still smoky. I wonder if they tore it down. Listeners, if you live in San Jose, tell me about the Chuck E. Cheese. You know, the one that's right by the Denny's.
You remember Billy
right
Bob?
by 101.
Billy Bob from Chuck E. Cheese. And do you remember what Chuck E. Cheese used to be called? This is listeners, if you're with me. Chuck E. Cheese used to be called Showbiz Pizza.
I've only known it as Chuck E. Cheese because we only went to Chuck E. Cheese and Bullwinkle's. But we used to go to Bullwinkle more. Yeah, we used to go to Rocky and Bullwinkle's more because the pizza was better at the time, and the games were better, and the games were cheaper. Do y'all remember Nickel City? Did y'all have Nickel City? Where all the games were a nickel?
No.
Bitch! Nickel City was everything. Anyway. Okay.
Nickel City. That's what that bitch eats. You was talking about at the beginning of the show. Nickels.
Okay. I'm from Sweden, living in Texas. Fell in love with a beautiful, petite black woman. Finally met her family. Her mom, 2 sisters, and aunt are all 6'2" and up. Her father, like myself, is a solid 5'9". I love this woman. I'm afraid our future daughters will be Amazons. Help. Why is that a problem? Why was...
You know why?
See, this is what... See
this
again.
is...
Misogynation. Listen.
That's racist!
Oh. This
Swirl.
pure blood shit.
I don't have anything nice to say.
Nothing at all.
I don't have anything positive.
What's wrong if your daughters are... Maybe they'll be models, and then maybe they'll take care of your raggedy ass.
Right.
Lingonberry.
I'm so through with you. Me too.
So good.
Me too.
Get out of here, cinnamon roll. You Swedish meatball.
You gluten dubin. You dig it.
I've always wondered, like, if the names of the furniture at IKEA are like racial epithets of people, like a sporkin, like this nigger furniture, this nigger wardrobe.
You can get the Buchen wardrobe, or you can get the Svedka. You want the Buchen or the Svedka? This is how they're cut differently.
The Hagen.
The Hagen.
Yeah.
This one's made strictly out of sheep's brains.
Yeah.
The haggis.
So, he was married for 10 years and ended it before we met. He has a great relationship with his ex-wife, and I'm concerned about that.
What?
There are no kids involved, but they still talk to each other about business, movies, etc. like they're still
movies.
dating.
Wait a minute.
Should I be worried? I mean, no, girl.
Not necessarily.
Like, sometimes people realize they're better apart than they are
Do y'all
together.
watch Love After Lockup?
Right.
His ex-wife is trying to help him get an attorney for his new wife.
Right. Right.
And I don't think she wants that nigga back.
No, she does not.
So
not after that ordeal, clearly.
No, do y'all watch them real estate shows? It'd be a whole bunch of exes doing them houses together.
Listen, just we can be cool. We just don't got to be married.
That's it. Maybe I can just be super. Y'all don't watch Jada Pinkett and all them people?
Mm-hmm.
They are all just one big happy family. You got No Highlight Alicia Keys and Rashonda Bubblegum, and they be up there. Oh, that was Rashida. But they just be up there, just kikiing, and it's beautiful. You too could be a part if you'd stop being a hating ass bitch.
That's it.
We can't play this game anymore, but can we still be friends? Things just can't go on.
Been married for a few years. The ink wasn't dry before he started asking for threesomes. I agreed to keep an eye on him. Now he's always on social media searching for threesomes without me. Advice.
To have threesomes?
Yeah, I mean, and I mean,
let him know you want to join.
all right. Like, I don't know how to approach this. Like, if did you say yes that you wanted to do threesomes?
It sounds like it.
Then
you gave him the green light.
Like, you gotta set boundaries from the jump.
Like, if
Like,
you
don't
really
look
don't
for
want
threesomes.
then you should have said no.
Right. Just say it. Say what you mean, friends.
If it's white, it's still all right. We're in a time when people are listening. Words are strong and minds are weak. So if you say it, mean what you say. Say what you mean.
Words mean things.
We got one more.
Okay.
Boyfriend left his laptop open, so I viewed his purchase history on an adult site. He bought anal beads, size 11 heels, and flavored lotion. He hasn't used these items with me. I confront him. He said, "You really don't want to know that side of me." Advice.
6-inch heels. You walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn.
I mean, listen.
Maybe you don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like,
when people show you or tell you who they are,
believe them. And this nigga don't sound like he trying to hide. He's like, girl, you don't want to. You ain't ready for all that yet. You ain't ready for she.
Your private life, drama, baby, leave me out. Your private life, drama, baby, leave me out.
She is not for your consumption.
Right, at all. So
respect her agency.
Right, respect her boundaries. Like, she was minding her own business.
And then you started minding her own business.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all would have had an okay relationship until you started poking and prying.
That's all we say. You
as long as he was being healthy and safe and not embarrassing you or anybody else, as long as mind his own, leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Does your boyfriend treat you right?
Right.
Does he pay bills? Does he watch his cholesterol?
Does he eat Cheerios in the morning?
Right. Like, listen, there are other things like, now if he's cheating and stuff, or maybe he's just working, maybe he's a dominatrix.
Maybe he just enjoys putting on his size 11s and his
maybe it's just for him
at night.
Right.
Maybe he just be, slapping that makeup on his face like XD in that wig.
First of all, I did not do that on my own.
He feels pretty.
I did not do that on my own. Your daughter put that on me.
Well, maybe he enjoys, a little negligee every now and again.
A little lingerie.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
No, it's not.
You should be supportive so he doesn't feel like he has to lie by omission and say, this is so problematic. Not because of what he's doing, but because if I'm going to be in a relationship with you,
no.
what you doing?
Yeah, no.
However,
in all seriousness, you shouldn't like cost or like
never
come at him accusatory. You could just be like, hey, so you really don't want to know this. I'm like, no, I actually do.
I do want to know.
Like, no judges.
I just need to know.
I just need to know what's happening. No judges. Allow me the opportunity to discern or feel like what's right for me and what's not.
That's the long and the short of it.
Right. Because I may be down with it. Like, depending upon the parameters of what he does or whatever, it could be if it's just him by himself.
Yeah.
Okay,
not?
sure.
Like, show me how you like these anal beads.
Right. Like, okay, cool.
Put your heels in the air.
Right. It's cool. Do what you do on your alone time. Okay, that's fine. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, when I'm alone, I curl up in a good book and watch Being Mary Jane. You just put on dominatrix heels and pull beads at your ass.
And that's fine.
Tomato.
To each his own. I will not yuck your yum.
Exactly. Except if it's eating shit off a dick.
I'm yucking the fuck out of that.
Or period blood.
And rebuking.
uterine lining.
Ew.
So,
Menzie eating ass bitch. You filthy ass. Once a month ass. You eat Menzie.
You eat Menzie.
That is absolutely wretched.
You eat Menzie.
You eat Menzie.
You eat Menzie.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
This episode of Jade and XD was produced by Abraham Kevin Quezada.
Every man wants a woman.
Every man wants a woman. Every man wants a
No, not Noah. Go.
Not only that I got makeup, but I got nail polish.
Do you understand what is happening right now? Where's your father?
Yeah, she literally is the Kool-Aid man.
Yo.
Pop in snack.
Like bitch pudding. Like bitch pudding.
I guess
What's
so.
up, hoes?
I just came here to fight. So Bad Girls Club.
The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.